Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chris, and this is my channel, Barnon11970. Thank you for watching my video. I just got finished watching several YouTube videos of the live footage of what's going on in Ferguson. And it was almost a no-brainer to predict what was happening. And this is just the tipping of the iceberg. The problem is people are taking this as an opportunity, and this is where I highly believe those crisis actors for an event are coming into play, because they always take a peaceful situation as far as protesting, which people have good intentions, and then all of a sudden people start getting frustrated. The cops antagonize people, and there are people that come in and they just use it as an opportunity to destroy their community. Or, obviously, they're probably not from that community, so they don't care. But to the looters out there who think they're doing something justifiable, imagine the people who own those stores, the mom and pops, because they're crashing into local supermarkets, not big chains. They're going into liquor stores, which are owned by the people of the community. And I saw the majority of what people were stealing was either food, liquor, or cigarettes. And it's opportunists. And this is going to turn violent. You could already hear people are already screaming to the police that their days are over. And it's going to take one person with a gun to come in and even just shoot in the air, and people are going to panic. And what is disgusting is there are several people, you hear them laughing like this is some party. And how long will it be before the president declares martial law? You people that are there causing the problems are going to destroy this country with this event. People are always talking about World War III, and they're talking about destruction of the earth and all this stuff. That's never going to happen. But stuff like this is going to happen forever, because the people don't think as a unit. And that is why governments can easily control the masses, and why they murder the higher up people that try and lead them in a better direction. Because you silence the one or two leaders, like the Martin Luther Kings of the world, the JFKs of the world, the rest of them scatter like cockroaches. And this is all fun and games for some people now. But when this gets serious, and it will, there are going to be more needless deaths on both sides. And make no mistake, as much as I'm not happy with what the police are doing, and it is a choice, these are people's fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, best friends, co-workers. These are people. They've chosen to do the wrong thing, mind you, but they are not the source of the problem. They are the punching bag. They are the pawns in the game of chess. Well, actually, we're the pawns. They're probably more like the horses. But in other words, the king and queen, the people in control, are sending out their enforcers to do the dirty work and become the punching bags. So while the people are going to be angry at the police, and it's justified, the ones that are behind the scenes pulling the strings get totally ignored. And if people don't see this, all we're doing is killing our fellow humans. And to the police out there, you are serving the very people who will ultimately control your family and yourself as well, for a bunch of fiat dollars that eventually will become not as valuable as they are now. I'm not going to say worthless. If people don't wake up on both sides, this is going to turn ugly really quick. And there are smart people that are ready for this. And if this gets worse, I'm looking for certain signs. And if I see those signs coming, I've already got situations where I will not be found. And I will not be making videos anymore to help people who don't want to listen. And when that day comes, I have very good friends who are thanking me for the information I've given them over the years, who, let's just say, have very good influences to make sure that they reward my thanks by making sure situations are taken care of. I may be very kind, I may be very sensitive, may be very caring, but I'm also very smart. There are some people that think I may be foolish and dumb, but let's just say I do certain things for certain reasons. I've always been genuine, but you know what? A good poker player never reveals his hand and never has a poker face. And the easiest way to trick people into thinking certain ways is to make sure you're a good bluffer. So as far as being around in an area where people may even know where I am, if this gets bad, it ain't happening. I want people to understand that this situation is no joke, and there are people making it out to be. And you see film after film, they're showing nothing but the black community causing the problem, which is going to turn it into a race war. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that's the case, because the camera is only going to show the particular shot that they want. It's what agendas are all about. This is not a black and white issue, but it will become one, because the people are going to sit there and judge what they see. And the people sitting at home in their couches, nowhere near that event, are going to believe every story that the media tells them, thus calling it the television. And you're watching television programming. There's going to be a lot of anger. There's going to be a lot of misdirection, misinformation. And the president eventually is going to have to get to the point where he's going to have the martial law I've been warning people about how the control of the people. And it's our own faults, because the people want violence, because they take advantage of your emotion and steer you in a certain pattern. Look how easy it is for me to see. Less than an hour after I tried to warn people, all of a sudden the riot started, and it's going to get worse. If you think you've seen everything, just wait. This is a setup. This is a false flag. This is a distraction. There are people that infiltrated that to make it into something nasty. And the masses, when they join together, instead of being individual people who can stop and rationalize and think, they all panic and they all follow one another. It's like if you ever saw in the sky a couple of hundred birds. When one turns, they all turn. This is why they want people to gather, because it builds up frustration. Everybody feeds off of each other's energy. So when one goes off, they all follow. And the cops are just standing there, grabbing a couple of people and really taking advantage of the energy they have. And they're sitting there waiting for that one person to make the wrong move. And when it goes to bullets, people aren't going to be laughing anymore. But you know what? You reap what you sow. When people want violence, you're going to get it. And this is going to spread. And this is going to turn ugly. And if you think the police are bad now, they're going to be earning their pay. So there's still time for people to stop this, especially on the cops' end, because you're helping the wrong people. You're not protecting and serving. You're enforcing. And the people have to think of a better way. When I say peaceful, I don't mean go hug a tree and go around and pretend the world is perfect. I'm talking about being smarter, doing things the better way. If you don't like what a corporation is doing to you, you don't go down there and set them on fire. You don't go and shoot the president of the company. You just stop giving them your money and go somewhere else. That is peaceful. And it is also very effective. Because if you think going down to some corporate headquarters and setting them on fire or threatening to kill them or looting their store is going to bring good, then you are part of the problem. I don't know how much more I could talk to deaf ears. Because you could see, you'll have tons of videos out there that are going to have thousands of views. Because people love the fear. They love the fear porn. They love the violence. They love that energy because it's easy. It doesn't require intelligence to watch a bunch of people looting stores. Mine are full of logic and reason and common sense. And you can see by the views that I will get and the thumbs down that I will get that for some reason people don't like that. And that's very sad. Because if people would have listened to people like me and others who tried to warn them, and I've said before, all these people do is if they took all that energy instead of destroying their own town or their own country and hurting their own people, which is going to bring out no positive benefits. If you think positive benefits are going to come out of this, you are too gone to help. But instead of using all that energy negatively, if they would have gone, like Woody Woodpecker said, if they would have gone straight to the police, this would have never happened. Now, I'm talking about the sheriffs that we elect, that are protected and swear an oath under the Constitution. And we're not being responsible enough to tell them to uphold their oath. And if they don't, you terminate them and appoint somebody who will. But they have jurisdiction on their territory and could tell the feds and police to cease and desist. And even the president would have nothing to do with it. But these sheriffs are not going to do their job because they're bought and paid for. So it is up to the people to enforce their oath or dismiss them. But the people don't want that because that seems too easy. It's not as sexy as watching buildings set on fire and tear gas getting shot at the people. But when somebody's kid dies, you're going to regret this day. And a year from now, if this gets the way I think it's going to get, and there's martial law, and people have more laws, and you're getting those microchips and all these things that people once said we were all paranoid about talking about, you're going to regret the choices that you make. You're on that train track, and people have been telling you that light that you see is that train coming to get you. And when that train hits you, you can't then try and jump off the track. So this is going to get nasty. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get violent. I hope you guys are proud, because you're getting exactly what you wanted. You people, instead of taking your energy for good and positive, you're using it the easy way. It's easy to punch someone. It's easy to hurt someone. It's easy to steal from someone. It takes effort to do the right thing. And the sad part is, and the ironic part is, you would have gotten much better results faster. Because these riots are going to do nothing but hurt the people. And that's exactly what the government wanted. They suckered you all in. And you got fooled once again. Congratulations. I'd say peace, but people don't want it.